It is Easter Sunday, and the cross upon which Christ died is still standing on Calvary. It's empty. It's an empty reminder of the Romans not to cross their rule, their power. But God knows better. He was laid in a tomb, and on Easter Sunday, he rose. It's Easter. Our temperatures may be in the 40s or the 80s. Doesn't matter. God's world is in everything. And this morning we celebrate through a woman who wants to attend to the dead body of Jesus in his tomb. She goes while it's still dark. Just like in our lives, things that appear dark, like a pandemic, will it ever end? Mary goes to the tomb, and she's frightened. She's overwhelmed. They've stolen the body. More bad news. And in that darkness, she does what's natural. She goes and finds others who knew Jesus. She announces to them the bad news. And Peter and John were not stopped by this bad news, by this darkness. They went to the tomb, the empty tomb. And finally, John walked into emptiness, and it says he believed. Yes, every Christian vision sees life inside out, upside down, backwards, because we see life in a new way through Easter. The empty tomb represents the emptiness that's often in our lives, the frustrations, the expectations that don't work out, all of that. All of that comes to the fore. But to that fore comes the presence of one who saw emptiness, who saw absence as the opportunity for God to fill that void, to fill that darkness, to fill that emptiness, to fill that frustration. And that is the risen Christ. That's the risen message of the Father. And so today, however you find yourself, wherever you find yourself, know that the experience of emptiness, the experience of frustration, is filled by the Easter grace of God. Have you actually been able to change a habit into good? Do you notice someone around you who is deliberately changing for the better? Can you compliment them? Has your I become we? That's the challenge we have before us. There's a priest in Argentina, Father Francis Murray, and he said it very well. If the confinement of the pandemic finds us deepening down into ourselves and displaying the best of ourselves, Easter will find ourselves working together toward a better world. It's I becoming we. And so let's celebrate Easter by celebrating our we-ness in Christ, our we-ness in family, our we-ness in religious communities. And remember, when we sit in the empty tomb and ponder the presence of God filling that vacuum, then we've discovered the power of Easter. There was a hermit named Moses in the very early church who spoke about sitting in his cell, his empty cell. And he said, sit in your cell, and your cell will teach you everything. Let's value the power of contemplation. Let's value the power of God's presence in your world and through you. As Mary was sent to announce the good news to Jesus' disciples, so we too are messengers of hope. Have a very blessed Easter. God bless you.